Athi, good afternoon to you. These are still big increases. What are people saying?
Well, the reaction that we are receiving from motorists who have come to various fuel stations at the back of this announcement by government is that this is simply too much. And earlier, Stephen, you might have heard then from Sibiwe Gwahube, the DA's Deputy Chief Whip in Parliament, wanting the National Assembly to debate this particular crisis, if you may, pertaining to the fuel prices generally in South Africa, which somewhere, somehow end up affecting just the standard of living in the country, also when it comes to food prices. So let's actually get that reaction then from some of the motorists that I've been speaking to. There's one gentleman here who's also of the view that this is absolutely unreasonable. I just want to get your reaction about these fuel price increases and just how it affects you as a South African.
I would say it would be a good time to deregulate the fuel price. I don't see anything other than hypocrisy in the amount of taxation that goes on top of the fuel price, and if the government cares about the impact to everyday people's living expenses, the ability to get to work and back, it would be a very good time to radically reduce the amount of taxation, if not just deregulate the thing entirely.
Thank you so much. Let me get more reaction. I see more motorists here at this particular fuel station. I'm just going to grab this gentleman quickly and ask you, how do you feel about these fuel prices and just how they are impacting you as a motorist?
To me, they are too much high that I can't afford now. This is causing me to leave my car behind in every hour. Just I can't just explain, you know.
So for now, I mean, you're literally paying for petrol at this point in time. How, in terms of, you know, the past and looking into the future, how do you presume you'll be able to cope with these fuel price increases, even with the fuel levy relief?
No, we can't cope up because once the fuel goes up, everything in the country goes up. So it will be very hard for us to survive.
Very hard for South Africans to survive. Motorists complaining about the fuel price increase. Let me get more reaction. I see another motorist here. What is your view about the fuel price increases and just generally fuel in South Africa?
Yeah, it's a bit of a difficult one for us as well. It's you know, we just have to adjust to the conditions. But I think there is something that can be done. To reduce it. Especially the intervention of government to sort of you know, try to accommodate us as the motorists. Yeah.
Thank you so much. This gentleman saying that there is something that should be done by government. I just want to give you then a sense of the activity that's taking place at this particular fuel station, with so many vehicles coming in to fill up at the back of this announcement. And then, Stephen, I just want to briefly, just shortly read to you the reaction that we have received from the Democratic Alliance. The immediate reaction to this is that the ANC government, allegedly, as they put it, as the DAs, that the ANC government is using the centrally controlled fuel price to thieve and loot South Africans on their money. This is basically what the DA is saying about this latest development. And they're also mentioning, of course, that they do want this matter to be debated in Parliament. They want it to be looked at extensively. In fact, saying that this extension that was announced of R1.50, this relief was announced, and it shows that it's absolutely flexible and it's unnecessary and abusable for the fuel levy. It is also little more than a sideshow designed to distract from the highest fuel price increase in history.